What is off the rope, Charlie Wrestling Talk Show? I am your host, Angel.
Side Wrestle for that Dave Duke.
We are brought to you by the official WrestlingMuseum.com. Now, as you can see, now I know he's short, so you may think maybe the pitch is covering.
Oh, wait, is he done that?
No.
No.
He might be in the zoo.
Oh, wow.
Zoo?
No, he's not.
The Pebble wasn't able to join us this week. He's up in Canada right now doing a promotional tour with the official Wrestling Museum. So hopefully if he can cross the border back over, he'll be joining us back here next week here.
No, sneaking across the border.
But speaking about the borders and stuff like this, it actually has nothing to do whatsoever with what I'm about to go into. But we have a contest winner for last week.
Contest winner. We
asked you guys to send in pictures of Jeff Hardy, basically his faces, because we wanted to do a whole collage of faces for the museum when we open up. We had hundreds and hundreds of pictures.
Hundreds.
We had some that sent in 5 pictures, some that sent in 7, but we have, the winner goes to Melissa from Lehigh Acres in Florida. She sent in a whole stack. Now, these were actually mailed to us.
Wow.
Okay, this wasn't even sent in an email to us.
That's a stack,
yep.
people.
And these are the pictures that she gave. I'm going to just flip through, folks.
Jeff Hardy.
Of course, Jeff is out.
There's so many of them. Yeah, look at that. It's unbelievable.
And she wrote that there were collections of what he was doing on the house shows and everything like this. And this is exactly what we were looking for.
Yeah, exactly.
So last week we showed all the prizes and everything. They're already actually packaged up. We're just waiting for you to write back to us to let you know your address. We want to make sure and confirm it that it's the same one that's on the return label.
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
And we're going to be sending them out. They'll be in the mail by tomorrow if you send an email to us
I
tonight.
got to say, that's a stack.
It's pretty impressive. And we're also going to show Jeff this weekend when we go to Boston for Slammiversary. We're going to let you know that you were the one that sent it to us and give you some time with Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, anyway, before we get into that, all that Slammiversary talk and everything.
We're going to go into predictions and everything. We're going to see if you remember how to
Yeah, we'll save the best for last. But let's get into some WWE Monday Night Raw talk here. The opening with John Cena. He was talking about how Ryback came on the ambulance and everything. Now they made a, 3 stages of hell match.
Yeah, I think there's a lumberjack match or something.
Lumberjack, tables, and then if so, it's going to be the ambulance match.
Yeah, which you know it's going to go down to the ambulance match. Simple fact, they
yeah.
paid for the ambulance rental like one time.
I know, right?
So they got to definitely use it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. then you had a United States Championship rematch between Kofi Kingston and Dean Ambrose.
That match was phenomenal.
Oh, without it, that was Dean.
The youngest stars coming up. Kofi's been there a while. Dean carried the weight. Phenomenal title match.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Then you had a return match for the tag team titles. It was Team Hell No, Kane Daniel Bryan versus The Shield.
The Shield picking up a phenomenal tag team match. What I liked about this was it showed that The Shield actually belongs in WWE.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
This is actually the first time that I've said, you know what, these guys should be on the main roster. They should be in a high main event, type of card because they held their own. You've seen Shield for like 40-something minutes on TV, defending titles in phenomenal matches. And parts of each match, the Shield was carrying the match. You know what I mean? So these guys are young, they're very talented. They also just released that Dean Ambrose and Steph Rollins. They got elite figures coming out too. So that's pretty cool. They're coming out. I really like how they work. I like how WWE did back-to-back title matches. It really spiced up. WWE. The only thing that held back for Monday Night Raw for me, which I know we were talking about the Shield a little bit, is I wish they did more with Bret Hart on camera. It was Natalia's birthday. I think Khali singing Happy Birthday was the funniest thing in the world. But I personally would have liked to see more on TV instead of on the after the show, which was a nice presentation that they did for them. But for me, do it on the show. If you're going to do appreciation, it's got to be on the show.
And for those of you who wonder if you did miss the whole Bret Hart appreciation night, it's on the WWE YouTube channel. You can watch it on there. That's where I was just watching. I'm like, this is amazing.
It was, but like I said, appreciation night's got to be for the workers. A lot of independent companies like, oh, we're going to do a tribute night to this person or a preview night, and all you hear is the person's name and there's nothing about them.
Yeah,
what I mean? They could have had the ropes with pink and black. They could have really spiced up, especially being in Calgary. It would have went over good. But look, they had Shawn Michaels appreciation night on the house show on Friday night.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, why would you do something like Shawn on a house show? Now you're in Texas.
Yeah, exactly.
But some inside sources with some of my friends that work for the company I said, what was up with Sean? Because he was on the road with them all weekend for all the house shows and in Calgary for Monday Night Raw. They told me that Sean had a lot of say in the show. And that's all they told me. They wouldn't tell me anything more. There has been rumors that Hunter's been trying to sign him as a road agent. So this could have been a weekend testing to see how he does. Not so much it's if he can pull it off, but if he likes doing it.
Hey, I wouldn't mind seeing him as a road agent, why not? Shawn Michaels right there.
You know, and seeing that Sean, going out there, we're definitely gunning over, if he is an agent, because he's going to be able to go out there, push the town that he needs to push, get over it, and he might be able to do some of these events, the tribute events, and push them the right way that he's supposed to go. Speaking of our pushes, while we get to one of our favorite times of the week, that's right, folks, push of the week. We're going to tell you about somebody that we think deserves a push, mainly for now, could be in the past that didn't get a push. So who's your push this week?
I was thinking about this a lot, and I was, again, actually, again, stuck between two people, but I got my guy, he's from TNA, I'm going to have to go with Magnus. I want to see Magnus actually get a decent push. The guy deserves it. I mean, he's doing this thing with Aces and Eights very well, and I think it's almost his time. I see it coming soon.
I like that as Magnus. They were starting to push him a little bit. They don't have him on the pay-per-view. I think there's going to be a surprise match on the pay-per-view that's going to include him. I really have that feeling. But I like that. He does deserve to get pushed. His actual trainer actually just passed away, I believe, over the weekend. But definitely, he is somebody. My guy, I'm going to go with Santino. The reason why I'm going to pick him is because he gets over so great.
Oh, yeah.
He's a comedy relief, and at the same time, he had the push. He showed you that he can do it,
and
then he just stopped him. Now, granted, he got hurt. He had the car accident and stuff.
Yeah.
But re-push him again, he would definitely get over with the kids.
I remember when it was in the Rumble match, it was 2011 and 10, one of the two, and it was him and Santino and Del Rio.
Yep.
I would have been so happy if Santino won that Rumble.
Everybody would have. And if Santino won that, it would have went over so huge.
Oh, yeah.
Then they could have just rolled that into WrestleMania. People might have think, okay, he's not going to win, and they could have boosted up their other main event to get over a lot better. But, sometimes they don't do that. Sometimes you're just going to tell people to follow us on Twitter at Wrestling_Museum. Oops, did I say it again? Oops. That's right, folks. You got to follow us because we'll be giving out so much information on our Twitter account. Like I just said, Twitter, it's under Wrestling_Museum. Drop the G in wrestling. If you friend us on Facebook, facebook.com/theofficialwrestlingmuseum, you can follow, subscribe to us on YouTube.
I was hoping you would have messed up.
At Wrestling Museum. I said last week there's going to be Instagram. I've heard there is one name. I just don't know the name of it. I'm assuming it's going to be something with the museum name in it. And I believe some things are going to start getting uploaded over this weekend. I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that.
Yeah, let's just hope.
But we've been doing a lot of updates, a lot of new things on the site, like the store. We've been adding, I believe there's 47 new files that was added already to the website this past week. There's about another 100 that's going to be coming on within the next 2 weeks. By the end of the summer, we're hoping to add about anywhere from 15 to 1,600 new files. And then remind you that goes by different gimmicks, different characters. So like tugboat, the tugboat tycoon, Shockman. You know what I mean?
It's not easy, but it's getting done.
Exactly. And also we had a new section that gets updated. It gets updated at least once a day. Sometimes it's 2, 3, 4 times a day. You can always go to the main page, right underneath the header. It says news to tell you when it's updated. Just click on that and start reading.
Always constant
updates. If you're following us on Twitter, Facebook, we write up the status, we send out the tweets. We just update. We give a lot of information, a lot of news, and there's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that we're going to start telling news reports. So you guys definitely want to do that. One of the other favorite things that we like to do here on the show is pay respect. That's what we're all about. We have the items on the table. And that's what we're doing. These items are going to be a part of the official wrestling museum when we open up the museum. They're part of us now on the website.
Oh, yeah.
And they're actually going to be taken to Slammiversary this weekend in hopes to, get them signed. We can talk to a lot of the talents that are going to do us favors. So, crossing, hoping that, they still have the time to do it. But we're doing a special tribute on the table this week to TNA, because it's a pay-per-view.
Of course.
Right here, Slammiversary, this Saturday. Up in Boston, Massachusetts, is really big. In fact, Bully Ray was in Boston on Tuesday, yesterday, giving out tickets and doing promotional.
Yeah, no kidding, huh?
Checking out the figures. So we have mostly TNA figures. We do have a couple of WWEs. We have TNAs, we have a Jeff Hardy action figure, Velvet Sky, Madison Rain. We have the WWE figure, Mike Knox, and Festus, which everybody knows as Knox.
That's who I haven't seen in a while, Madison Rain.
Yeah, well, she's pregnant, you know what I mean?
Yep.
There are rumors that she may pop up over this weekend because she hasn't moved yet, but
Right.
hopefully she does show up. Also, we have Christopher Daniels, Kazarian, the new Gail Kim figure, the Magnus figure, the push of the week right there. Austin Aries, Kurt Angle, which I like that Kurt Angle with the title belt, it really looks nice.
Yeah, it looks really good.
We get the classic superstar figure of Taz and Brother Love. Who's Brother Love?
I love you.
Thank you. That's the reason why he's on the table, folks. Then we have the classic, the Ruthless Aggression Series 21, one of the 500 belts of Chavo Guerrero Jr. It's on there. We're really happy about that. And our feature item of the week is a signed promotional poster against all odds from February 13, 2011. And it's signed by almost every single person on there. I'm talking about Jeff Hardy, Mr. Anderson, Madison Rain, Mickey James, Kurt Angle, Karen and Jeff Jarrett, RVD, Matt Hardy. Can't remember over here. I'm sorry, there, folks.
Nice job. That's it, bye.
Yeah, the rookie, Robbie E, Scott Steiner, Storm, Rude, Terry, Gunner, Murphy, Dudley Boys, well.
Team 3D.
Yeah, Bully Ray, Diva. There's so many names.
How dare you.
Yeah, I'm sorry there, folks. But there's so many names as our feature item of the week. It was a really great item when we got the item for the museum, and it's something that you can be able to see in the museum, folks.
Yeah, don't mind them folks who's little rusty maybe.
I think there was so much promotion for the
Oh, I hate it, man.
Come up. And speaking about, just jumping in a little bit, we've been talking about doing the charity for 50 Legs. We are not going to be able to participate in there. We think it's a great charity. We do want to do work with them in the future. Unfortunately, sometimes people think certain ways and they put speculation on things that's not right.
Right.
Obviously, you're wrong, but it's all good. Not you.
Oh, I was like, whoa, what did I do?
But it's a good charity, but supposedly it's just for the surrounding communities, family and friends. So we may, send wishes and all that stuff and do work with them in the future, but for this particular event and stuff, we're not going to
we'll see what happens.
But we're going to be tied up with Slammiversary.
Oh, definitely.
That's the place to be this weekend in Boston, Massachusetts.
And
just to let everybody know, all the fans out there, Boston has been won. TNA has been won. The Icon is coming that week.
Oh, Jesus.
The Icon will be there with the official Wrestling Museum and the items of the official Wrestling Museum to meet, to say hi to my friends, to get things signed for the museum. So yes, they know we're coming, and it's good they know they're coming because they got the respect for me, for the museum, and I get the respect for them. I thank you for everything that you guys do for us. But yes, they've been warned. Just so anybody that's out in this little world that has little shows, don't try to get a little cheap shot on the Icon by deciding.
So tell me,
when it comes down to it, the Icon is why? The Icon, because that's who I am, and I do what I do. Because I do what I do, because this is what I love to do, and I've gained the respect. My phone books got Rolodex of these names. I don't need buddies on the street corners anymore. I'm doing bigger and better things, and that's why I'm a part of the official.
All right, do you feel better now?
I am. That's something that needs to be said.
I appreciate that. That's fine. That's no problem. I understand. Now let's get into one of my favorite parts of the show right now, the TNA predictions.
That's right. It's that time we have to do some predictions here.
All right. Yes. Well, match. Oh my God. Match. Sorry. Sam Shaw versus, Mr. Bradley over here. What are you going to win now?
Me personally, I'm going to go with Jay. And there are two reasons I'm going to go with Jay. One of the reasons is he was a part of Aces and Eights. He was one of the hood guys. I think they're going to run that gimmick that he's going to win, go over the whole tournament thing, Aces and Eights over, the whole big thing with the West and Briscoe on the outside. I think it's going to work. And number two, he's a part of Fan Access.
Yeah.
That tells you a lot, folks. I think Jay's going to go over.
Yeah, I can definitely agree. There's no doubt about that. All right, next match, the Ultimate X.
You didn't give me a prediction.
Yes, I did.
What did you say?
I just